Hi everyone, this is Dr. K. NIRMALADEVI, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, KSR College of Arts and Science, Parthim and Tiruchengur. My topic is neural networks. Introduction to neural networks. Neural networks are computational models inspired by the human brain. They consist of interconnected nodes that are also used for artificial neurons that process information. Key components: input layer, output layer and hidden layers, used for various tasks like pattern recognition, classification and predictions. It is the one way of mathematical neural model that also used for artificial neuron components and output. It will be given on based unit of neural networks. That components is inputs, weights, bias, activation function. The output is given for the y is the function value. Network architecture. Single layer networks that denotes the one layer of neurons, for example perceptron. Multi-layer networks, input layer, one or more hidden layers, output layers. Feed-forward networks that also information flows in one directions. Recurrent networks that contains the feedback loops. Convolutional networks that synthesize the processing of grid-like data in specialized data. Perceptron, simplest form of neural network and also based on binary classifier, components, decision boundary and output. Simplest form of neural network to separate input into two categories: input vector X, weight vector W, bias B. Humming network. Types of competitive learning network. It is based for pattern recognition and classification. The architecture is mainly used for input layer, humming layer, maxnet layer. Input layer is given used for input layers. Humming layer it calculates the humming distance. Maxnet layer it determines the winning neurons. To classify input based on minimum humming distance to store patterns recognition data. Off-field network. Recurrent of neural network used for associative memory and optimization problems. Key features: to symmetric weights, to no self connections, binary state neurons and also used for energy function. Network coverages to local minimum of energy function. Learning rules. Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. Supervised learning to learns from labeled training data. Unsupervised learning network finds patterns in unlabeled data. Reinforcement learning network learns through trial and error. Common learning rules: Hebbian learning, delta rule for Windrow-Hoff rule and also backpropagations. Supervised Hubban learning. Based on Hubban's rules, neurons that fire together wire together. Weight input is the lambda for x underscore I, y underscore j. It will denotes the learning rate, input rate, target output. Pseudo-inverse rule that denotes the w is equal to yx, scope of w of it denotes the weight matrix, y target output matrix, x it denotes the input matrix. Linear associator. It is a type of neural network. It's used for pattern association. Architecture: input layer directly is connected to the output layer. No hidden layers are nonlinear activation functions. Learning process: to represent the input and output pairs. To compute weight matrix using Hebb rule or pseudo-inverse rule. Recall process: it denotes a y equal to w of x. Y it denotes the output vector and w denotes the weight matrix and x denotes the input vector. Thank you.